Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, and I'm just, if you don't, that's assuming you don't know who I am. For those of you who are new, I'm a psychic medium, and welcome to my channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and also welcome to my Facebook page if you're watching this on Facebook. So I'm just like going to be doing I'm just shuffling here to do the energy readings for messages and readings, whatever you like to call it, for the sign of Gemini. And these are suitable for whether this is your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. So if you could take something out of it for you, if it resonates, please, take it. That's all well and good. That's wonderful, but if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it, okay? And there may be parts of it that might not fully resonate with you, so there may be a different story or a similar story that's going on in a different part of your life. So just, don't try and make it fit though, okay? So this could be, something to do with your work, your relationship-wise, or life-wise, and or, career. We've just been like settling the energy down. So anyway, I'm just going to there's a lot of energy coming out and around, so they've just got me to stop and slow down. So that's what I've picked up on for you at the moment, because this is actually what is today. It is the 26th of February that I'm doing this video. So and we're going into we've just come through this new moon energy. So there seems to be like with the new moon, there's a new phase, there's a new new beginning. So there's a new energy as well of upliftment for many of us and many of yous out there. So like I say, if this doesn't resonate, then that's all good. There is other readers out there. Check out somebody else that may be doing it, that is doing it, that you may resonate with what's coming through them, or check out one of your other signs. That you may fall under is with either, like for me, I'm Gemini. Just to explain it for some of you that don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm a Gemini. That's my sun sign, and that's what I more resonate with as to my main sign, star sign, falls under the sun. The sun. Anyway, so which is my personality. So that is okay. There's a lot going on here, so excuse me. So with explaining things, it's like, and that's because there's new things that are coming in with me as well as yous out there. So I'm picking up on a lot of energy and spirit, a wanting, and I feel like some of yous may resonate with this, in the sense that it's like there's a lot of things that are coming up in your life, a lot of change that is around you at the moment that you've been through. So you may be feeling a little bit not overwhelmed in the sense. Some of you may be, but I'm just trying to find ask Spirit for the best possible descriptive word. And so that's kind of where they're going from. It's like, there's that unknowingness of what actually is really going on, and it's Spirit of just getting you to stop, or not totally stop, but slow down, and take a breathe, because there are, there is, okay, and take your time, one step at a time. There are plenty more days to come for you to achieve other things, okay? So it's like picking one thing and then going with it, okay? And then the rest of it, everything will unfold. And then you might get a clue, or a sign or a symbol, that to start doing something else or pull something else in as you open another door through, because you've taken action or taken steps to towards something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friend relationship, romantic relationship, or whatever, a business relationship, through a partnership or whatever. It's like, another clue will come. And so Spirit are talking about, just open each door or unlock each door, and it's about taking action, basically, into whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve in your life. Phew. Okay. So anyway, I have this like little routine that's mapped out, and it kind of goes, hang on a minute for me when I start yakking. When I yak, I yak. And so you may be finding that you may be feeling like you're going off track a bit from the routine that you've planned for yourself, and how things are meant to go. So it's like, okay, maybe it's not really meant to go like that, because there are little different clues along the way that, you know, are leading to you to something better than what you've, you know, you've put out for, or what you've put out for. So, and so some of you may be like just feeling like, actually, that's not what I thought was going to happen, and that's okay, because something better is coming. And you may find that actually that was way better than what I thought was going to happen. So, you know, just leaving the door open and not trying to over control or control at all what is going to happen. It's one thing to put it out there, but leaving the door open to what else is possible. And actually, and having that thinking and that belief, and that what else is possible, being open to that. And actually, and how good can this get for you? Okay, well, now that I've got that out. So anyway, also what I wanted to say is, I think I've said what I needed to say, actually. They've just like rambled me. And you might be feeling that yourself. Actually, you've got at what you needed to say, and that was it. It was as quick as that. It was as precise as that is what they're saying. So don't overthink it, is what they're pretty much what they're trying to say as well. Because I feel like we're with this new moon energy still at the moment, which was here in New Zealand. Oh, the 24th. I'm just shoveling that cards, and these are my or the Sacred Web deck. Yeah, and the overall, like, the energy for this reading session for you is number 49 in the deck, which is the Divine Plan. Okay, so the Divine Plan, basically what they're saying here is there is a divine plan for all of us, for you as well. So it's about that's where this theme is, like, about not, trying, well, actually, it's not to be, okay, where are they going? It's not controlling, basically, the situation. Allow yourself to take your hands off the wheel, and, or just loosely, because we're going this way, or driving this way. They're using this analogy, or this as a metaphorical, sort of description, take your hands off the wheel, or just hold lightly, because sometimes we need to go this way and sometimes we need to go that way, and that knowing that everything is unfolding in the way that it is meant to be unfolding. So that's just like double clarification of what I was just in the beginning saying, because even I have a feel like, I've got my little routine here, like that I would like to follow, so I make sure that I cover everything that I want to say and share with you. So in the beginning, but then it doesn't always turn out like that, and that's just the way it rolls for me. And it's kind of like, well, I've just got to let things, roll in the way that it's meant to roll, because, and time after time, Spirit have shown me that, where I thought I was, going to go, and some of these, markers in my life, then I've achieved them, but there is something bigger out there that, and along the journey is what they've shown me, that I've learned about myself, about others, about what my journey is, and what I've experienced in my journey. It's like, it's bigger than the picture that we have in our mind at times. And they're talking about looking at what you've based that picture on as well, through thoughts and feelings and, perceptions that no longer serve us for our highest good. So it's like, and, okay, and that probably never really, when you think about it, did serve us for our highest good, with some of those ideas and thoughts that we thought we had, were the right thing. But however, it's like looking, okay, they're just switching that around. It's like it is what it is and it was what it was. It's about moving now forward with all those experiences that in situations that we've experienced, okay, to help us move forward in a way into a place where we know is out there for us, for the greater good of ourselves and for the greater good of everyone else in our life that we come across. Okay. Well, that's not where I thought it was going to go. So I hope you understand that message through there. So just, there's that divine plan. Okay, so some of you may feel like you've got someone new coming around in your energy, whether it be a guide on a spiritual level, or whether there's somebody else coming into your life as, a new partner, a new friend, or a new energy. It could be a new baby, okay, for some of you that's coming into your life. And it's like, well, something's changing, something new, but I do feel like more like there's a new energy as in a person or a being, like to help you on the spiritual growth with these changes that are evolving and maneuvering and around you at the moment to lead you down or across or up or around a path that you've chosen on your journey. To the next phase, basically, because that's interesting, because that's the first card that pops up is the Three of Pentacles. And the oh gosh, these are my practice cards. So, and the Three of Pentacles, so that's what I've got writing on the top of it, that I'm using today. And the Three of Pentacles, this theme around the Three of Pentacles is there is initial completion of work. But there is still more work to be done. So in this new moon, it's about, and what they're talking about is like you've, with this divine plan, you've got to a certain point and you may be feeling like, oh, this hasn't quite worked out how I thought it was going to work out, but actually it has. And it's just like, and this is the first of a few phases depending on what you are doing in your life. But for some of you, I'm hearing the number 5 coming up, so this may be the third of 5 phases for you. And it's like there's maybe 2 or 3 more for some of you that are going. So 5 is about energy for me, because the number 5 has come up. So 5 is about energy. So it's like, well, okay, so what sort of energy are you putting behind you or putting in front of you? Okay, but what sort of energy are you sitting in right now? Are you thinking about the energy that was in the past that's driving you forward? Or are you thinking about like where you are now, what you might need to change about your perception, your feelings, your thoughts? And sometimes we have to everything, the things that we thought we like, the things that we know, some of that we need to almost like chuck it right out, so we can allow some of the new thinking, the new being, the new learnings to come through to help us move forward in the direction where we are wanting to go, or where we are being drawn to go, or what resonates with us more. And so we're okay. And then it's not like completely blocking that out, but it's about allowing ourselves to put it aside so we can hear all the good news, or the good, I don't know why they said news, some of it may be good news, or see it as good news, or take it as good news, but to allow all the stuff that, the new information to come through, and then we can make up our own mind about how that fits with us and how we are going to move forward, or sideways, or whatever way that resonates with us. Our internal compass will guide us. So that's where the number 5 comes in one. So, and this is why you're at this phase now. So some of you is maybe feeling like, oh, I'm at a turning point. This maybe, what's going on here, and things may have not have turned out right, or things may have turned out just right. So it's like, what else do I need to do? And so, Spirit, I'm hearing for some of you is like, just like, because this, this new moon phase is about, about picking up projects as well. And it may be that you may need to like pick up a new project within this project, okay, or a new journey you know, looking at a new journey within the journey that you're already in. I know that kind of, some of you it might not make sense, but other views it will make sense with that. And so there is maybe another project for some of you that are you've put off, that it's time to pick up now. You may be feeling it's time to pick up now. Like, you know, in spirit are just saying, well, not everything's going to just like unroll right now. It's not about getting it all, getting it like finished. This is about starting the project. So you've got your future goal and where you want it to, where you like can see it, how it could be, how you want it to look like. But at the moment, it's just picking up and taking one step at a time, okay? So it's about going past that feeling of, of procrastination and all those what ifs and da-da-da. It's really like, for some of you, I'm feeling like you've had some ideas and thoughts and projects and where you're wanting to go, or it's like even on holiday. It's like planning and you're maybe not seeing, you know, like, I haven't got the money right now, but you know what? Just plan it now and, you know, take those steps to change the energy of that, you know, of the way that you've been thinking about it. It's just like going and booking it maybe. For some of you, it may be putting on your vision board. For some of you, and just, you know, like putting it up there as a goal. To keep you looking at it. And some of you, it may be opening a new bank account or a different bank account to save money, or have a money jar and putting a little bit of money away every week. It's just starting that process of what it is, you know, so you can of whatever it is that you need to do to take action to move forward to what it is that you're wanting to achieve. Gosh, all that out of 2 cards anyway. So but they're saying, you know, there's that feeling of celebration around this phase of your completion of work, whether it's spiritually, you know, in this physical world, you know, it may be something emotionally. Some epiphanies might have come up for you as well. So the next card is, like, for this deck is the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is, you know, about, for me, you know, there's something that you have, you know, it's about money and potential, but I'm hearing more potential. So there's something that you may be feeling more grounded in, because the 10 for me is about, you know, something you know, that's been achieved. So in the March, you know, because this is for March 2020, basically, you may be feeling like there's more, okay, where are they going? There's a sense of completion with something that you're working through in a financial way, but also in a, but in the sense too that there's a phase that you've gone through, like this phase here, and it's feeling like, okay, I've got that, I now know, yeah, and okay, I've got this. And because they're bringing that, you know, I've got this, and so you're moving into something. So there seems to be, like, in between, a sense of hesitancy, you know, between this, like, next month is, you know, with that is like actually questioning it, you know, and trying to control it. But no, because I do feel like that's what Spirit are guiding you to do, is not to, like, go into that controlling place of how it is, how it must look, how it should be, and all that. So it's about changing the should to a could. It could be this, it could be that, okay? So, but I do feel like, you know, with the energy, keeping in that space of, you know, of forward movement and taking action, you know, there's a high possibility with this King, with this 10 of Pentacles, because in here, the King, you know, is, you know, the King of Pentacles is sitting in there with his wife and the child, and all this, you know, those 10 Pentacles, it's like there's an achievement of coming together of positive energy. So, and everybody bringing together. So there's something that's coming together, basically, for you. Should you allow it to take a course in, you know, a course in without too much controlling of it. And then, because and then with that, you know, it's, you know, so yeah. Because you see even the dogs there, and it's got this beautiful light energy, bright energy in there. So things are lighting up or tuning around for you, but you've got to allow yourself to take the action in which you think and feel and know and believe you should take, you know, to keep that positive energy there. So things will unfold in the way that you would like to, or better, okay, than what you think. Okay, cool. So, and with that card is the High Priestess. And I feel like this is what is like they're trying to get you to do, is to open up your mind, because the High Priestess is, you know, this is the theme of this is secrets revealed and mysteries uncovered. So, and this is what they're meaning about, you know, like allowing yourself to go with the energy, you know, and not control things, because you just don't, you never know what else is out there that could come in, and the situation or the experience or the outcome, you know, could be, like I say, just as good, if not better, you know, and or way better than what you ever thought you could or dreamed of. So just let go of the controlling side of things. So, and then the next card that's come out is the King of Swords. So there may be someone like an air sign, you know, or this could be you as well. I'm feeling like another air sign for some of you, like could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but this is upside down, and when I've picked it up, and so the King of Swords, so which is, he's a good energy in the sense that, you know, and why it's upside down, I feel it may be that you, because this is you in a way, that is, you know, there's that authoritative figure, and but with a firm but fair hand, or an idea or being about themselves. So it may be that you need to take on that, or that would be, I don't normally say need, but sometimes need is, you know, the word need is needed to take on that sort of energy with yourself, you know. So there may be in this process, you know, next month, you know, or even coming up to next month, but next month where you may like go into this funny little phase where you might beat yourself up because there is, you know, things may not have turned out because you may have put your hand on the wheel and tried to control things. But give yourself a break, you know. It's like, what the hell? Sometimes we can, you know, do that, but you're only going to learn, you know, from that. So the idea is to, like, you know, to be more aware of what is going on around you and yourself. This is the key, or the trick, really. That's not really a trick, but the key is to, like, look at ourselves and, you know, and remind ourselves about, you know, when, because about not going, about going, you know, about going with the flow of things. If you are feeling, you know, and looking at, why do I feel like I need to be in control, like right now when everything was like really going really well before, what's, you know, what's different about it? So it's like having that trust and that faith in yourself to allow the process to unfold in the way that it is, and not interfere with the energy. So it's putting out good vibes. So I'm going to turn him up the correct way, and there we go. So this also may be a person, you know, like who is an air sign that might, you know, come into your life, or might be around you, that has that sort of firm, authoritative, and, you know, but fair sort of figure about themselves, that you may be needing, like I say, to either take note of, or might come in and help you out, okay? And just remind you about who the fuck you are in your life, and who's in control of your life, in the sense, not say control, about how you know, like taking control as in like being rigid about it, but who is in control of your life in the way that you want it to be. And it is you. So I feel like some of you may fall into a trap of, you know, that, you know, about what somebody else is doing and what you're doing, and, you know, and it's like they may be moving a little bit quicker than what you are. They may be moving in a different direction to what you are, or whatever it is. But it's like, this is your life, not their life. This is your journey, not their journey. So it's focusing on your journey, where you are going with your life. Okay, and stop comparing yourself to others, okay, because, you know, we are where we are, and it's through our choices, and and that's how we, and that's in our control, basically, what we think, what we do, and how we respond to situations and experiences in our life. That's in our control, basically. So there was you've heard the word control come up twice in this session, in this reading, but there's, control, yes, and there's control with other things, that can, we've got to be a little bit more relaxed on, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Cool. Because they're just having this talk, some of you will have some, things, running through your mind. It's like, yeah, right, I could have, just put that aside. If I hadn't tried to control this and that more, and I've just left the door open, it could have worked out a little bit different. But on saying that, like they're saying, this is what it's going back to, don't beat yourself up. So like I'm turning that back. So it's about learning from the experience. And then we have the Empress, for your next month. So there's something definitely new that's coming up. So the Empress is about creativity and fertility, and need to look at, because in the background, so there's something new. There's lots of abundance and with relationships. So there's something being new and being born, born again, even for some of you, and reborn, born again. Okay, whatever word you choose, what resonates with you, and something new. And there's a sense of contentment and security with you. So by the end of next month, or partway through next month, there's that feeling that, with everything that you've gone through, there's that, and you've been through over the years, and, over these next, last couple of months or these last couple of years, whatever it is that your process, it's like processing through, or the risks that you've taken, the faith that you've had in yourself. There's a sense of like just contentment, actually. And where you're going to go in this next phase of your life, on the next journey. So some of you will come to the sense of completion by the end of next month for whatever it is that you are working on, whether it's a shift in you, and it could be like a few shifts in you, but listening and waiting to all these epiphanies that are coming through, or clues, ideas and thoughts. It's really like noting them down, taking action on them, and or starting, just noting them down as taking action. But then the next step is taking action again on the next step of like, how do I make this happen? What do I need to do to make this happen, or whatever it is that you aspire to do. So there's a lot of positive, loving, amazing energy in there for next month, for March, should you choose to take this mission or go on this mission. So with this Empress showing up, so there's this new feeling, or this another feeling around you, about you, with life, in life, and where you've come to be, to where you are now, from where you were back then to where you are now. There's that feeling of acknowledgement of you and your journey, whether it's your life journey or whether it's a journey that you've just completed, a part of this journey, the bigger, wider journey. That's just amazing. So some of you it will be, a business venture. Some of you it will be university, that you've, achieved something in university. Some of you it will be, you may be, around, okay, retirement, and you're looking back at your journey, or journeys within that journey. It may be that you've finished a project, you've come through to the end of a project, and you're celebrating that. You're in contentment with how you've, run your life, or been what's happened in your life, even though there are some things that have happened in your life that have, where you've felt in the past that it's been, been a bit tricky, a bit challenging, but you've overcome it. It could be the end of a job position that you're going into, you know, with this one, and you've satisfied yourself, and you're satisfied with yourself, and you're moving into another phase of your business or career or job. And it's like, yep, you know, or you're more knowing of that. That's the space. There's your more knowing, and you're more content with that. For some of you, I'm feeling like there's some of you with, you know, there's that empty nest syndrome, and you've got to a place where, you know, it's like of that acceptance, and you've been going through a process like right now through February with whatever it is, and it's like there's another, there's an unfolding of new things and new way of being, and a new, oh, I can do that now, and I can do this now. And so there's that sort of thing where there's something that's freed you up has happened this month, you know, in February may have freed up something as you've wound things up for you, whether it is mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually wise, for you, or even soulfully, depending on what if you're looking down or been working on your past lives. But that's just so magic. So there's a lot of magic, a lot of interesting mysteries coming up for you to move into more further on within your life. Yeah, more further, or continue moving into your life for the next year. Holy shit, I wasn't supposed to but just going to think, oh, just get a few cards out, just have a shake. But there's a lot. So, okay, so here's some steps for you to take just quickly. Okay, so this is about taking back your power for some of you, okay? And when I say taking it back your power, it's about, you know, we like Spirit are talking about, it's okay. Yeah, some of you it really is, because that's how you see it, about taking back your power. So it's grasping the power within. That's what they're talking about. Because with power, we have our own power, but you may be feeling that you gave it away. So it's about you grasping that, and by doing that, it's about doing whatever it is that the fuck you want to do, really, with love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. So some of you may be working through something like that. It's like pushing past some barriers and not but that's your stuff, and not allowing people to come in the way and try and change your mind, okay, about what it is that you are wanting to do for you, okay, in the way that you need to do it for you. So, but this is about you going in and processing that, okay. The other thing is here, because this is what Geminis do, 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. So stop overthinking things. Oh my God, not just Geminis, but I know there is others out there, but I think that's quite typical of air signs as well. So anyway, I'm not going to say anymore because you know that. And also, this one here is fix yourself first and foremost, and teach others how you did it, but keep on being it. So this is about leading the way, leading the way. There's a leadership there, you are a leader, we are leaders. In our own way for whatever it is. It's about, leading the way. And what I feel like that is about is like, what this whole message is about is like just going with the flow, doing what it is that you need to do, because by doing what it is and listening to yourself, and letting go of things, releasing things, doing things. We lead the way. We show ourselves first and foremost that actually we've got this shit, we can do it, and we've got this buzz, whatever word that you would like to go, and we've got this, we can do it, and it's there. All we have to do is feel the love and do it anyway. But they're talking also about clearing your space. So I did actually have some of this Palo Santo here, that holy wood. And also some sage lit before to help, clear the energy. So that may be meant for you as well. So you clear your space, and it could be that you may be needing to do some decluttering as well. So interesting, these 5 cards fell out because I'm just putting them over the top. So of all the 5 cards that have come up initially. So let go of what serves you no purpose with love, which is what this whole, I suppose, session is about, reading is about, basically. And yeah, okay. And this last card, that was stop beating yourself up about what you coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't do, because that is the learning, and that's part of the leading the way, is like by doing that, and cutting through your own bullshit about how it got there and why you didn't do that, why you did do that. It's like just focus on what it is, that you're not going to do that anymore. And that's what that conscious being in that conscious awareness mind and being of who you are, of you. Yeah. So you're aware that of yourself, and that when we're in that space, we're less likely to repeat it, by being consciously aware of what we are doing. Cool. And our thoughts. Anyway, that was kind of like really energized. So, like I say, energy, it's about, watching what you're thinking, being, doing, and, that energy that you are in. And that, because energy is everything, in the vibration, and it creates a vibration. And if we're vibrating love, peace, harmony, and joy, and we're in that energy, we're in that way of thinking and being, that's all we'll see everything as. It's not a problem. Because sometimes, it's about, that seeing that problem that is not being so much as a problem, and choosing the correct words to describe what is going on. Okay? Anyway. Because it's all love. It's just a challenge, and, with every problem, there's a possibility. And in my experience, there's more possibilities with every problem, as per se. Cool. Anyway, that's all I have to say. And that's what Spirit of God is. It's nice and quiet now, so it's like quietening the energy as well. So I'm going to leave it there. So if you would like to receive a reading from me, you can contact me through my inbox on my Facebook page, or my details are below in the box below. If you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Facebook, you just drop me a line in my inbox and we'll tee up a time. Anyway, God bless you for now. Love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure to you. And we'll catch you next month. Bye for now.